All right, take two. This is MM, as you all know, and I will be playing The Walking Dead on this wonderful evening. Unfortunately, there are a bunch of mess that's going on out there. I wanted to address a few things before I get this started, though. I've sent funds to around 5 TIs within last week to this week, and here's the update on that situation. The first person I sent funds to was the homeless King James. If you probably are aware of his channel. The second one I've sent funds to was Nappy Headed Roots. You most likely have seen his channel as well. The third one is Wayne Daniels. You've probably seen his. The fourth one would be Targeted Citizens. I've sent some funds to him as well. And then the fifth one is this lady who I recently was informed about, who was dealing with a whole bunch of situation, how she was just basically moving back and forth and whatnot due to her targeters. Only problem is that she hasn't submitted a video since like last week, so I'm a bit worried about the situation on her end. I'm not too certain what's going on there, but as far as other fellow TIs know, you already know how bad situations are when it comes to these perps and what they try to do. They're out there to both steal, kill, and destroy, just like the devil is in intentions that are all out there on this planet. So anyway, basically the scenario, what that is that it says it's sent, but it says it's still pending. I can't. I tried to like retract it and so I could resend it, but it just doesn't give me the option to do that. So I'm not too certain. I would show confirmation that it is sent, but you gotta. I'm sure you understand by me doing that. That means I would basically be putting people's personal information out there, and that would be illegal. So I can't really do that. If the people involved who have sent funds to want to receive a screenshot that is evidence that I did send the funds to them, I'll be more than grateful to do that. But as far as anything else is concerned, like I'm not too familiar with PayPal like that, so I don't know. Maybe I could try calling customer service to figure out what's going on. But again, like it would have to be a scenario for where it's coming from both sides, from both the sender and the receivee. So if you guys see this video, definitely message me about that so we can see if we can get that straightened out. So that way you get your funds. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on with the game. I did some a little bit of experimentation on seeing how to get rid of this nanotech. And for those of you who have already since seen, oh wow, that's all blurry. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay. If it gets blurry, I'll just do that. Anyway, for those of you who have seen the what was that? The basically the videos of what I was going over on how to when you use the right frequencies in it, both the innate state app, and then you have the device just near your body somewhere, or laying down on your body or underneath it, and you would notice that the nanotech technically starts to move around, right? So I thought about it, and it's like it moves away because it's trying to get away from the frequency. So what if someone was to install an amplifier, the amp system in their car, and have the some large or maybe medium-sized speakers in the back, like these goofball, like some of these people normally do this to be blasting their music, but instead of blasting music, you're blasting the frequency that kills off the nanotech. And also, if you do this, you're gonna hang on, let me fix this. You're gonna want to basically you're basically gonna want to have earplugs because of how loud it'll be. But definitely, if you have that, you gotta understand, like the sound is gonna be bouncing all the way around, and they're not gonna have anywhere to go. Now, for me, one of the things that I did is that I had like a total of 4 to maybe 5 devices underneath my back, and a few of them above on the outside. When I did this,
I'm Clementine.
the nanotech was actually trying to get out of my feet. They were exiting out of my feet. Now, problem with that is that they are escaping. You don't want you want to be able to kill these things off, but you can't have them to escape because they'll just hide somewhere and just get laced. You don't want that to happen.
Molly said Crawford is the only place
In my situation, like I said it before, I'm basically where I'm living at. It may be a secure building, but I'm technically surrounded by these gang stalkers. Wherever I'm going, whatever I'm touching, they're almost all the time is lacing stuff down. Not to mention with me having to work around them, you already know, like I'm constantly being radiated every time. And every day I have to go. Every time I go down there, I end up just being more and more victimized by this tyranny that they're doing. No one should ever have to go to work and be radiated like that, man. No one does. No one should be able to have to go through that, you know. But it's very illegal what they're doing. Problem is, and this is a problem I wanted to address. And yeah, that's graphic, man. I hate to see this. He was a good guy, but if you're wondering what happened to him, he got bit by a zombie. She didn't want him to turn. She was like a second father to her. So he was either, just take him out before he turns, or let him turn, and then, that it's the same thing with all these zombie flicks and all these zombie games and whatnot. I've already since beaten the first Telltale series of this, so I'm just now playing the second. But yeah, man, like that's the gist of the scenario right there. But I also wanted to send a message out to not just TIs, but people who are non-TIs, you know? And here's the deal, man. No matter, like, so much corruption has happened. So much corruption has happened. But these arrogant assholes who have caused this corruption are still in office. You know? When I look at the protesters and stuff like that, all I see of them is just having officials just propped up, ready to tell them like, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. We are asking you nicely.
No. You two should decide.
But the vote's deadline. Yeah.
But
well, my vote counts for 2. That's not fair.
It's crazy though, you know? It's crazy. Because it's like, it's almost like you need permission from these assholes just to get something passed. Everybody within every state, not just every state of this country, but other countries and stuff, every town, saying we don't want 5G. What do? They go right ahead and they just install the shit anyway. They did it anyway. You want to know the one time I actually seen people in the fucking office, like the politicians, actually be scared out of their fucking minds? Going a few years back during the Great Louisiana Flood, right? These assholes were so scared, okay? The politicians and the mayor and the governor were so scared because they thought people were just going to say, fuck Louisiana and leave. And people were damn near close to doing it. That's the one time I've actually seen politicians scared. And my message is this, man. Look, we're not going to get anywhere with these individuals still doing this stuff, man. With them still being in office and in the positions doing the stuff that they're doing, we're not going to get anywhere like that. We're not going to get anywhere with the people who are being covertly hired to lie to everyone. Didn't I not say that they turn on the people they hire? Because I did. The farmers, they were paying some of those guys off as well to literally just spray their crops with GMO, genetically modified substances, as well as to turning them into genetically modified crops, genetically modified foods. Now, not all cattle drivers and all cattlemen were doing this. Not everybody was doing this. But the problem lies with the people who are doing it. When it comes to the crops, the food, all of that stuff, man. So here's my question, and I want people, don't overthink this, but just give it some thought. Think about it. What would happen if everybody, not just in the U.S., I'm talking about the citizens who have been victimized from this bullshit, okay? The TIs, the common citizen who's been lied to and fooled to just be a fucking to literally just be a fucking slave of this bullshit. What if there was a mass fucking desertion from, and not just one country but from all of them, and people just get so fucking fed up with the government's bullshit. They're saying, you know what, fuck you, fuck the cesspool that you turned this wonderful country into, and fuck the assholes. Better yet, now all of you can just go fuck yourself, because you basically made this. You wanted to make this fucking country into a cesspool of both sin and crime. You fucking did it. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. We're gonna make our own new damn country where there is none of this bullshit going on, and none of you pricks are invited. You wanted this shit, you can keep it. Go on elsewhere, make our own shit, build our own shit, because you can build stuff up, by the way. And guess what? They don't have the fucking power. It's the people that have the fucking power. And I just don't understand why some people don't realize that, man. I just don't understand. Like, it's crazy. It takes people to basically hang on, I need to see where I'm going here. Okay. It's the people that run the machines that does the things that they do. It takes people to drive the trucks for transportational purposes, to transfer food, goods, and different equipment. Do you think the army is enough to do that shit, or the military? No. They're not enough. They're nowhere near enough. They're nowhere near enough for that, man. Nowhere near. They wish they were, but no. The people have the power, but the people got to be able to understand. And please, people who are non-TIs, please, when it comes to Morgellons, when it comes to a lot of stuff that like people are being paid off to do, a lot of the corruption, when people are saying no, it's like it's nothing, it's just a conspiracy theory. Think back, didn't they not call you that as well? When it came down to how people were speaking out, because I could have sworn that they did do that. I could have sworn they did, man. And wow, I gotta figure this out. Do I just press B? Okay. Oh wait, was that it? Yeah, that was it.
Please have water.
Okay. Had to figure that out. But yeah, man, it's the people that have the not the water, but the people who have the power, you know? And it's sad that so many don't realize it, but please, people who are non-TIs, you must understand, you have been lied to for years. They have poisoned you. They have poisoned your kids, your children, your brothers, your sister, your mother, your grandfather, your great grandmother. And you got to look back. How long have these chemtrails have been out there? And they have been out there for years. Man, I think if we can't turn this shit over, our best bet is a mass. I'm not condoning this, but I'm just saying, if it gets to the point to where like they're not backing off with this crap, and they're not going to back off with it. I'm telling you that now. They're going to try whatever they can. There may be certain things happening now, but you need to understand there is a trend out there that they use, and it is a deceptive trend. The people who are pulling the strings will not show their face. They won't show their face. They never will, and they just won't. They just won't, because when you put a face on when the enemy has a face, you know exactly who to go after. They thought of that. So it's why they're not gonna basically they're not basically just gonna show themselves, so that, because they would just get taken out of office. It would be too obvious. They would be fired. But I don't believe it's people in office. I don't believe it's people. I believe it's people who have since been retired, who have connections, that are doing this. And it's sad, man, because like people like that shit not be pulling strings in office when they're not in there. So my question is this: what are we all gonna do? Because I'm telling you, if everything fucking goes south, man, what I'm gonna do, I wanted to basically make a boarding house for all fellow TIs if we can succeed in all of this in the fight. If we can put a stop to this 5G, put a stop to this desperate type of control that they're trying to do. I want to get together with a bunch of TIs and actually make a damn base for all of us to go, for all of us to be able to help one another out, to be able to just not have to keep forced on the streets and shit, man. No one should have to live in their damn cars. It's sad, man. It's supposed to be the freaking the freaking what do they call it? The not the realm, but the country of the free. How the hell is it the country of the free when you gotta ask permission from the fucking government? What the fuck is up with that? How is it land of the free when you gotta ask permission from a cop who was supposed to be a fucking public servant? Who's basically making it seem like you're a fucking child.
I see you.
Like, what the hell's up with that, man?
Get out of there. You're not fooling me.
Who are you?
None of your business.
Are you gonna hurt me?
Only if you're stupid.
Oh, man, this is not ending too well.
Get out.
Kid, you see, when you're in an apocalyptic situation, that rule number one, do not leave your weapon on the damn counter. But
You got anything on you?
she's a kid and she didn't know any better. I'm gonna warn you all, this is not gonna end well, so just be mindful
I
of that.
ain't gonna ask again.
You don't have to do this. It's mean.
You gotta be mean to keep going out here.
I'm not mean.
Yeah? And who got your gun? I'm serious. What else you got?
That's it.
Don't lie to me. I'll pop.
This is bad.
Give me what you got. I'm not screwing around. Come on.
I don't have anything.
Give me that hat.
No.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
I asked you a question.
My dad gave it to me.
Just give it to me.
Are you serious, woman? Wow.
Junk, junk, junk. Look at all this junk. Shit, shit, and more shit. Why you ain't got nothing good? Not like the last people I got. They had all kinds of good shit.
This is
That was
bad.
the catch.
One wrong move.
You ain't got
Dude.
just a
Dude.
little fish.
Do not
You gonna
step
try
on
my
nothing that's
fish?
gonna make noise. Please don't.
This your daddy?
Please
What a
don't.
bozo.
The damn door. Damn. 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 She got him. Oh, man. The damn door. And now the realization sinks in. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
The hell you didn't.
I didn't mean to.
Yep. Damn. Man, when I say we in the realm of the zombies right now, dude, I am not fucking around. It's
Homie, can you hear me?
it is that bad, man. It is that bad. TIs have lost loved ones over this shit for years, man. Over years. Years. I'm not even kidding. I think I lost my mother due to this targeting, because she may have been originally targeted by this. And I think they started to, before they came after me, I think they started going after my sister, because like she would start to cut off contact with the family. No one would even hear what's going on with her. Nobody would know. And I think, now I actually start to believe, I believe that parts of my family were involved. They knew about this shit. They knew about it. And that's the main thing you got to actually realize, is that there are people in your family that are involved There are people who could be your friends that are involved, people who you're acquainted with, and they're all supportive of the lie that has been that has been deceiving people for years.
Talk to me.
They're not gonna stop just because anybody talks truth, man. They're not gonna stop for that. They're not. I'm about to hit like 26 minutes. I only got like 6 minutes on the timer here. After that, this video is gonna end. But again,
This will never work.
man, though.
Look at this. It's pathetic. The wood's too wet to burn.
This situation is crazy. But what I want to do, if things do go sideways, I want to start gathering up some gear, right? I'm talking about fish poles, axes,
Just our luck.
some bait,
You should be doing
rations, stuff like that,
Tending a fire.
and then work on trying to get
It's something you have to be
or at
able to
least
do
make
quickly.
like some boats or whatever. Because I'm gonna be honest, man, if this shit goes any farther than it has with this 5G out there, and again, people, if you are a parent, do not fucking send your kids to school because they are talking about opening up the schools.
We need to find a group. People we can trust. We've been on our own for too long.
Trust? You think you can trust someone out here? Not now. Not anymore.
But man, dude, they're already trying to get kids to go back to schools, man. Like I'm telling you,
think
everybody,
This is bad? Wait till we get up to Wellington.
don't
Then
send your
talk to me
kids to
about
school,
Cole.
okay? Don't,
If we make it.
please don't, because they have that shit in the schools.
This rain will turn to sleet.
Once they turn that on, and you believe you me, they will. They fucking will. Don't even it. Well, actually, no, it's already too late for that. But please, just hey, dude.
Can we make it that far?
Maybe. I don't know. We just need to keep moving north.
Sorry about that, but
Sure as hell can't stay
yeah, man,
here.
please do not send them to the schools. People need to demand to have that shit removed from the schools. Man, like that. It's no telling how much of that crap they got.
I wish Omid was here.
I don't know if I should even mention that name.
I'm gonna go look for more wood. You just keep the fire lit.
Man. In circumstances like this, it is tough to grow up. In circumstances like this, it actually, when you're a TI, a targeted individual, it actually feels like you're in the freaking, the Matrix. Not just the Matrix, but it feels like Skynet is real. Like the perps are basically the Terminators. Every freaking move that they do is all bent upon your destruction. Whether it's the destruction of your family, destruction of your job, the destruction of your character, the destruction of your reputation, all of that, man. They are out to get you, okay? They are out to destroy everything with you. But the only difference between both me and them is that I'm one of the people who, I mean, fortunately, I just didn't never really give a shit about what people thought. People along the way before this shit happened tried to get me to give a fuck, but I'm like, you know what? Nah. People, look, you can like me, you can hate me. I don't care. I'm not gonna live my life in hate, man. I can be disgustful of the natural nature of these perps and what they're doing and what they're working for, but I'm not gonna allow them to drive me to hate. A person can vent their frustrations to basically give themselves relief from those frustrations. But in this case, when you're on remote neural monitoring and being remote manipulated, it's not that easy, man. It really isn't. I highly recommend that people, if you go to sleep, man, have that right frequency for both blood flow and parasite killing on your person. Have that going, because as you're asleep, that stuff will just kill it off over time. What I really wanted to find, though, and I thought about it, but I can't seem to find it. If anybody knows something that's like similar to that does this, then please let me know. Wow, hang on, this thing's about to give out. Let me go ahead and just put that away. But anyway, here's the deal, right? I wanted to find a blanket that had speakers in it, like subwoofers, mini subwoofers, all throughout the blanket that are layered down. And I wanted to try to have like two of them, right? So when you like have your body laid in between those things, the sound is basically playing from both the top of your body as well as the bottom. By this doing this, and you're playing the frequency to this, it's killing off the nanotech, and they can't get out of it. They can't get out of it because they're stuck. They're stuck, and it's just gonna bombard the crap out of them from both sides. I'm just about out of time on this video feed, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Again, to the fellow TIs who I've sent funds to, please get back to me on that, so we can see what we can figure out. But definitely message me back about that, because I'm pretty certain the perps are behind this. Stu, if you're watching this, also Stu is targeted citizen, by the way. The first time I tried sending you funds, I went to the local pharmacy, and this is what happened. They had they fucked with the card machine to where I couldn't even buy a damn gift card to put the funds on the PayPal to send you. No joke. They literally did that while I was trying to send you some funds. Just be safe out there, man, and especially everybody else. Take care.